Hi, my name is Laura Serrano, and in this presentation, I'm going to share with you two lesson plans that I have designed for the course Teaching English to Adolescents and Adults. Welcome. The first lesson plan is about present simple, adverbs of frequency, and daily routines for sixth grade students, A1 learners. The strategies that will be applied in this lesson plan are cognitive, metacognitive, affective, and social strategies. The objectives are to use the present simple and the adverbs of frequency for talking about habits, likes, and routines, to involve affective and social factors for the language acquisition, to recognize grammatical structures in the real use of English language. The time is 120 minutes and the resources are worksheets, notebooks, speakers, sheets of paper, computer, video bin, and internet service. The first step is the warm-up that takes 15 minutes. At this step, the teacher asks the students to write 3 sentences about their hobbies in their notebooks. But the teacher tells to the students that 2 of them must be true and 1 must be false. The teacher gives 5 minutes for constructing the exercise and randomly select 10 students for reading the sentences, and the rest of the class must guess which ones are false or true. The next step is the presentation. This step takes 15 minutes. At this step, the teacher will project a video presentation about adverbs of frequency. And after that, the teacher explains some features about the topic for clarifying doubts to the students. The next stage is the practice that takes 15 minutes, where I have designed 5 activities. The first one is a review of grammar structures, where the students must determine whether the sentences are grammatically correct, and those that are incorrect must be rewritten in a space in the worksheet. This step takes 10 minutes. The second activity is a listening one, the identification of some adverbs. The students must fill the blanks in the script of a conversation. The conversations are played 3 times for facilitating the identification of the words missed. This activity takes 10 minutes. The third activity is audiovisual. It's about listening and reading comprehension. The students must organize some paragraphs in the worksheet for creating the correct sequence of a conversation that talks about daily routines, likes, and habits in present simple. This activity takes 15 minutes. The next step is the practice of grammatical structures. The students must fill the blanks with the correct form of the verbs, and the teacher recommends the student to get focused on the pronouns and the type of sentences. This activity takes 10 minutes. The fifth activity and the last one at this step is reading comprehension. The students must read text about daily routines and habits, and then they have to answer some questions. It's important to say that all the time the teacher offers feedback and support. The teacher explain to the students that if they have some doubts, they just have to raise the hand and the teacher will walk to the student seat for solving the doubt. The production step, it takes 35 minutes. It's a role play. where the students must design an interview. They have to imagine that they are a public celebrity. They have to group in pairs, and this step implies change of roles. Both students must be interview and interviewer. So the students must design 6 questions. At this step, the students must practice writing and speaking skills. The creation of the script will take 15 minutes. And this step, the teacher uh, will have will offer support to the students for the creation of the script, and some performance will be selected to present in the class. The assessment takes 5 minutes. At this step, the teacher have a small talk for sharing experiences and knowledges with the students, asking to them about their perceptions about the class, the topics, the activities, and all of that. And the teacher take notes for introducing changes or planning an intervention if there's some doubts about the topic. The teacher decide a homework activity that is a video recording of the exercise of production. Those students that don't perform the script in the class must record the interview and must mail it to the teacher. And the students have to construct a short text with 5 lines about likes and weekly routines. This text will be reviewed in the next class through out loud reading. There are the materials for the lesson plan. It's important to say that all the materials have been adapted to the students' contents and keeping their motivation. And the internet service for accessing to audiovisual resources is critical for the application of the lesson plan. These are the rest of the materials, and this is the end of this presentation. Now I'm going to present the lesson plan for adults by B1 learners. The topic of this lesson plan is the present perfect and adverse of time for talking about life experiences for college students. The strategies are cognitive, metacognitive, affective, and compensatory and social strategies. The objectives are to use the present perfect and the adverse of time for talking about life experiences, to develop communicative competence through social intervention, to involve affective factors in language acquisition. The time is 120 minutes. The resources are worksheets, notebooks, speakers, computer, video bean, and internet service. For the warm-up that lasts 15 minutes, the teacher explained an exercise that is called Guess the City, where the students must do a brief description of a famous city in the world, and the rest of the class must guess the name of the city. For the presentation that lasts 15 minutes, the teacher projects a video about present perfect tense and adverse of time and makes a short explanation for clarifying doubts. For the practice that lasts 70 minutes, I have designed 6 activities. The first activity is a practice of grammatical structures where the students must fill the blanks with the correct form of some verbs. That lasts 10 minutes. The second activity is an audiovisual one. The students will watch a video 2 times, and they have to listen and read the transcription about life experiences and adverse of time. This activity lasts 10 minutes. The third activity is inferentiation and construction of sentences, where the students must watch pictures and write in their notebooks what have happened in each situation. The activity takes 10 minutes. The fourth activity is an speaking practice about life experiences according to a list of questions that are in the worksheet. The students must form a circle for starting a conversation with their partners. The fifth activity is a video on reading comprehension for answering questions. The video will be played one time, and after the students support the activity with the transcription of the text, and they have to answer some questions. This activity takes 10 minutes. The last activity is multiple choice questions about some hours of time and takes 10 minutes. At this step of the practice, the students offers during all the activities feedback and teacher support. The production that takes 15 minutes is a designing of a PowerPoint presentation with audio about life experiences, like places, activities, and people. The students must be creative with this presentation, and they have the opportunity for writing the script in the class under the teacher's guidance, and they have to deliver the tags by mail to the teacher. These are the materials. It's important to say that all the materials are adapted to the students' contents. The internet service for accessing to the audiovisual content is critical for this lesson plan. And the assessment that will take 5 minutes. The teacher hear the students' opinions, taking notes of the failures for planning reinforcement. And the assessment of the knowledge acquired will be rated through the video presentations. Thanks for watching.